Hello, my YouTube family. It is Tuesday, September 3rd. Oh, the year is coming to a close, people. And it's another year older. Mm, 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 mm. Well, let me get to lips because I've got stuff to tell you about. And let us get started. Plus, I have an empty. I need to bring that here. One empty. So there we have it. And of course I don't have the replacement for the empty with me, so I'll just tell you about it. So it is Tuesday, 2 down, 3 more to go. I hope everybody had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. I had a wonderful Labor Day weekend, almost. Lips. Lips of the day. And no, it's not red. And no, it's not Heroin. We all know. It is the $9.95 Violet Intrigue, one of the limited edition. Where is this at? Here we go. Right there. Oops. Right there. Limited edition. Yes. This is one of the Maybelline Color Sensational limited editions. $9.95 Violet Intrigue. And it's a Color Sensational. We don't even have to go there because Color Sensational is the ish. The formulation, fantastic. Moisturizing. Stick to your lips. Don't go nowhere. So I lined it with NYX Deep Purple. Lined. And I filled it with my $9.95 Violet Intrigue. Now, I remember that Ladybug Tuition gave me a sample of Heroin. So remember last week I was like, well, somebody tell me if it's the dupe for Heroin. Here is my Heroin sample. Thank you, Ladybug Tuition. I don't know, it just popped in my head that I finally remembered, oh yeah, I have Heroin. I can do the dupe myself. So let us see, because I am going to do the swatch for Violet Intrigue. Here we go. This is Violet Intrigue. Lovely. OMG. Lovely. Love it. Here's my little, I know it's number 10, like the back of my hand. This is my Heroin sample. I'm going to dip my finger in and do a, well, what have we here? What have we here? Still not quite the same. Very damn close. But this is Heroin. This is Heroin. This is Violet Intrigue. Now, if I put them like this, or like this, they do seem similar. Now, we have to understand Heroin is a matte. Violet Intrigue is not a matte. It's like a satin, you know. It's a Color Sensational. And when I look at them, Violet Intrigue is like a whisper darker. Violet Intrigue is like a whisper darker than Heroin. But it really can sort of pass as a dupe. So there you have it, people. I have Heroin. So what am I sweating about? Thank you, Ladybug Tuition, Nikki. I keep forgetting it's old age, girl. Don't get mad at me. Old age. So there we have it. This is Heroin. This is Maybelline's limited edition Violet Intrigue. There we go. So, you know, it's really not off the mark that much, the Violet Intrigue. It's really not off the mark that much. I'm sure if it was a matte, it would look exactly the same. So there you go. There it is. There you have it. And there I have it. And I had it all along. Old age, people. Old age. So I answered my own question. So anybody out there, you don't have to, you know, bust your butt because I had the answer with me all along. Okay, so that takes care of that. So that was lips of the day. And let me show you my empty. This is my Pond's Luminous Clean Daily Exfoliating Cleanser. This was great, people. For those out there with sensitive skin and who really don't do scrubs that much, this is not going to hurt you at all. It is really not going to hurt you. It deep cleans and exfoliates. It dulls skin to renew its radiance. I loved it. I loved the scent. The scent was great. Yeah, I'm going to miss the scent. The scent was nice and clean and fresh. And I also have a Pond's Luminous Clean Cleanser. Not an exfoliating cleanser, but I'm waiting to finish off my bar soap before I use the cleanser. But what's taking the place of this scrub is my Queen Helene Mint Julep Scrub. It's in the bathroom, and I forgot to bring it. But that's what's taking its place. And I've been using the Mint Julep for 2 days now, and even though the scrubs are a lot more intense, they're still very fine. They're still very sand-like. Whereas they're softer. The scrubs in here are softer. The scrubs in any Queen Helene scrub that I have ever come across, they're I can't say rough. I don't want to say rough because that sounds too negative, but they're very more, they're more strong. They're more potent and bigger. Even though the Mint Julep scrubs, they're like sand. It's like sand. The Mint Julep scrub actually reminds me of the Philosophy Micro Delivery scrub. It reminds me of the same thing. The only thing is that the scent is different. One smells like mint julep and the other one, I don't even know if Philosophy's has a scent. But the granules, the scrubs themselves, they are pretty much the same. The exact same. So if you can take the scrubs from Micro Delivery, you can take a Queen Helene Mint Julep scrub. That's all I have to tell you. Now, yes. Yesterday was supposed to be Tom's vet visit. But instead, he gave me this to let me know. There you go. This scratch right here. Yeah, he wasn't going anywhere. Oh no, he made it known to me to never pick his ass up again. Yeah. When it was time, I kind of caught him from behind, grabbed him by his, his middle, and I had the carrier open. I had the top part open because it's a two-door, one on top, one on the side. Well, I knew the side wasn't going to work, so I had the top open. He kicked while I'm holding him, and he's all over the place. He kicked the door closed, and I have nobody to help me keep the door open. So as I let him go, he just nicked me with his back paw nail. Left me to bleed. Oh yeah, he drew blood on this one. This was the first time ever he's drawn blood. He scratched me before, but it's never gotten as deep as drawing blood. It wasn't like, ooh, the end of the world. It's not like he hit a vein or anything. But yeah. Oh, he was pissed the hell off with me. So I had to, because then he went under, I closed the living room early in the morning. And he was kind of like, that's odd. Mom's got the living room door closed. Oh, well. And he just kept going about his business. And I was doing everything in my power. The appointment was for 11:45. And I woke up at 7. I was doing everything in my power to just act normal and just chill. And we were scuffling and I was tickling him and rubbing him and, just trying to relax him and myself because I knew what was coming up. Well, I figured the appointment was 11:45 and he did not give me any trouble the last time. Or the very first time I actually went for his vet visit. Well, that was sheer luck, Nancy, because that's not going to happen again. He was on my bed chilling. He was looking at whatever was on my screen, and I caught him from behind, grabbed him, and the cat carrier was right outside my bedroom door. The plan itself in my head would have worked, but the execution was a no-go. If only he hadn't kicked the door closed with his foot. I would have been able to just slide him in there, close the door, boom, we would have been on our way. Well, he ran under the bed in the middle. So I can't reach him from this side. I can't reach him from this side. He is directly in the middle of the bed underneath. I tried poking him with his little play stick. Nothing. And he's looking at me like, I don't even really want to talk to you right now. How dare you? So I called to cancel the appointment. I wanted to move it back, but the rest of the day was already full. So the appointment that was supposed to be for yesterday has now moved to the 28th of this month. It could have been behind me. It could have been behind him. It would have been copacetic. All's well that ends well. Now it's still something to look forward to. So, of course, in my panic mode, I didn't realize, Nancy, why don't you just scruff him from the neck? I know it sounds kind of tight, but you cat owners know that scruffing does not hurt the cat. It just kind of makes him limp because it brings them back to their mother days when, you know, mom cat used to carry them like that. And, you know, still their mother cats still do that when their children are getting out of hand. They scruff them from the neck with their teeth. And the kids are like, oh, Mom. So cute. When you watch YouTube videos, it's hilarious. So I could have done that. Easily, I could have done that. I just didn't remember. I was panicking myself. And so maybe my nervousness went on to him. He got nervous and scared. And so it was a disaster all around. And I've got the marks to prove it. So all night long, didn't talk to me. Didn't look at me. He hid under the sofa for a while. He went under there for a few hours. I even managed to take a nap on the sofa. And he wasn't budging. I left the door open. I was like, okay, I give. Left the door open. You can come and go. He, as a matter of fact, I was watching television and eating dinner. Did not even know when he skedaddled under the sofa onto under the bed again. Didn't even know. I'm talking to him like thinking that he's listening to me. Oh no, Nancy, he's not even in the room with you. So I checked under the sofa and I didn't see him. I said, well, okay, I know where he is. Under the bed. Sure enough, there he was. Just all tense. I said, okay, baby. I understand. I know. I get it. I get it. You think I'm hurting you, and you're reverting back to the very first day I brought you here because this is exactly what you did. Hid under the sofa. But apparently, even though he does stay under the sofa, he eventually does come out. The first days he was here, he did not come out. Now it's like his nap time. He has a choice. He can either nap under the bed or he can nap under the sofa. He chooses the sofa. Okay, so I pay attention. If he's not under the bed, I know he's under the sofa, and I still recline the sofa, but very carefully. I make sure that he's on the other side of where I'm sitting, so I can recline that section. And, you know, he's a smart cat. I do it very slowly, giving him time to move out of the way, and then I recline, and everything's copacetic. So maybe when I recline, that's when he skedaddles out of here because he's so, he's so quiet. And I have carpet, so I can't hear him. I can't, you know, if I had wood floors, if the carpet was pulled up, I could hear him pitter-pattering. But we have carpet, so I cannot hear him. He sneaks up behind my chair every now and then. I can't hear him. He could be under the bed and then want to. The only time I know that he's coming out from under the bed is if I see him either this direction or this direction. But sometimes he'll just creep behind me and then I'll see him go. I'm like, oh, you're up. Okay. So it was a disaster all around. But the night ended to my surprise. Because everybody was telling me, and I was reading, you know, because I had posted an update of the disaster on my Facebook page. And everybody was telling me, you know, make sure that you just act normal because cats have long memories, this, that, and the other. So I'm thinking, okay, if cats have long memories, he is not going to forgive me for at least a couple of weeks. No, this cat is quite different. This cat said maybe to himself, okay, you know, me staying mad at mom isn't really changing her at all. Because I just said, you know what? A lot of people were just saying, well, Nancy, just, you know, just ignore him. Just go about your day. Don't even pay him any mind. Make sure he's got his water. Make sure he's got his food. He knows where the litter box is. Just act as if nothing happened. Well, I did exactly that. My cat people on Facebook they are my shining grace, for real. And Dana, you know you're one of them. So I went about my business, did everything. You know, I ate dinner at a regular time. I was watching television, doing all this, and the other. Getting prepared for tomorrow, which was today. You know, clothes, makeup, the whole nine. I was just... So, after... Okay, I was watching Basketball Wives, and I was taping Tamra's OC wedding. And so after Basketball Wives, I watched what I DVR'd, Tamra's OC wedding. And after that, I said, okay, well, it's time to, you know, right now it's time to go. By that time, it must have been, let's see, Basketball Wives was, I think, 8 to 9. And then, so it was 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock, I closed the living room off, closed all the lights. You know, he still plays in the dark. He's a cat. His toys are still in there. Blah, blah, blah. Left the door open. I come into my bedroom and what do I see? On my bed. Just lying down and chilling. And his eyes were like, well, where have you been? Where have I been? I mean, I walked in and I was like, oh, you're on my... He scared me. He literally scared me. And he kind of looked at me with those little, well, where have you been? I was like, for real? He was waiting for mommy on the bed. So for the next 2 hours, all was forgiven. He let me rub him. We were playing with, you know, his little rope here. We were playing tug of war. And he was on the bed. And he was having himself a jolly old time. I was like, you do love mommy. You do. You love mommy. And he's looking at me, well, duh. So I think all was forgiven. I think he knows who feeds him and who gives him water. Fresh water. All the time. So all was forgiven to the point, and he is starting to do this now, people. He is starting to do this now. I say goodnight, Tom, and I close my lights. I get in the bed. And I hear him playing. He'll play, he'll throw his ball every now and then he'll do that for maybe 20 minutes. And then I boop on the foot of my bed. And sure enough, now he sleeps on the end of the bed. He doesn't go behind my legs anymore because I move around too much. And I think he's like, she moves around. I can't sit here. And I do, because, you know, I'm old, people, so my legs get, you know, cramped up and I have to move around and I have eventually until I fall asleep. So he found his nook right at the edge of the bed. Like this edge, but the other side. He sleeps like right here. He sleeps like right here, but on the other end. And at first it started, he would just do that for 5 minutes and then he'd be like, I can't do this. And then off he'd go and he'd play with his toys and this, and the other. Now, you know, fast forward, what? August, now we're into September. This is going to be his 3rd month here at the house. He has gotten, it's his home. Let's just put it this way. He's used to, this is his house. It's not a temporary thing. I'm not giving him away. He's becoming really relaxed. To the point where now he may not sleep the entire night on my bed, but he sleeps with me on the bed at least a good 4 hours or so. And then, you know, he wakes up before my alarm, of course. But he doesn't wake me up. Like last night, I think he actually pronounced to me in the middle of the night, meow, really loud. And I was like, okay, baby. And he hopped on the bed like, I'm coming up now. I was like, oh, well, feel free. This is your bed too. He pronounced himself. Okay, fine. And went to sleep in the corner. And I mean, he makes himself known. He doesn't climb over my legs. He climbs on them. He climbs on my legs like, here I am. I'm like, okay, I know you. I know you're here. And then he'll sleep there. In fact, there are times when, because I try to go to sleep at 12. And sometimes I'm still on the computer 12:15. He's already sleeping on his corner. And sometimes he'll just wait for me like, are you coming to sleep? You're supposed to be asleep by now. I'm supposed to recognize the fact that you're sleeping and you're not here. So, I mean, I'm learning from him every single day. I love it. I love it. I love this cat to death. I can't get enough. Okay, we're past 20. I need to shut up now. I just wanted to inform you of what's going on. I filled you in on Lips of the Day. I filled you in on Heroin versus Maybelline Violet Intrigue. I filled you in on my empty. I filled you in on Tom. That is it. That is it. The 3-day weekend, there you have it. So, I love you. I love my YouTube family. Let me know. Oh, my bra is showing. Excuse me. Let me know what you think. You know. Ho, 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 ho. I love this. And you know there's another one that here we go. This is the other one. I don't know if I'm going to be wearing it tonight. It's number 1000. Wearing it tonight. Wearing it tomorrow. This one is Lavender Voltage. This is the darker one. So we shall see. But I've shown you the difference between Heroin and Violet Intrigue. And y'all let me know. Which one do you still like? I love them both because I have them both now. So there you have it. Okay, people, hit me up and let me know what you think. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Let me know what you did over your Labor Day weekend, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay? Bye now.